Ready? Ready.
What's up guys, it's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and today we're going to be talking about play recognition, and more specifically, does play recognition actually affect the way that match coverage plays in this game? For those of you that don't know us here at Huddle, we're very meticulous about the way that we test things, so I hope you guys enjoy what we have in store for you today in this video. So that being said, let's dive right into it. The first thing we need to look at are the lineups we utilize for this test. We took out every variable other than the play recognition attribute itself. We're using the exact same players, it's just one team, which is the team on the left, has 0 play rec across the board, where the team on the right has 99 play rec for each player. Every other attribute is the exact same, so the only thing that will differ is that play recognition rating. Here in practice mode, we're going to look at 3 different plays with 3 different route combinations, all going against match coverage. We have cover 4 quarters set on the defense, and again, we will break down each route combo, and we're going to see how the 0 play rec on the left plays against the 99 play rec on the right. Again, see how they compare, see how they match to these different routes on the field. We're going to first look at an overview of the play, just an overhead shot. We're going to really focus on a couple of the defenders in those overhead shots, and then we're going to break down each individual receiver and show how his defender is reacting in match coverage as well. So again, you'll get an overhead shot, but you'll also get an individual visual of each receiver on the field. So first here, what I want you to pay attention to on this first rep is going to be this slot receiver here, number 10. He's going to be running a post, and he's going to get zone chucked by this slot defender here. And we're going to play this, and we're going to pause it when he's getting to about the right side of this C here, and you're going to see the 3 defenders we want to get our eyes on here are going to be this player, and this player, okay, on both sides of the ball. So this defender, and this defender. You can see that they're all in pretty much the same exact position, and if we really look at it closely, the 0 play rec safety on this side right here actually is playing a little bit more aggressively and in a little bit better position than the safety on this side. Now, that's not to say that 0 play rec is playing better than 99 play rec. I am not saying that at all. It is based off the jam and when that player gets there, and also when the speed of the route that's being run as well. You'll notice, and one thing that we recognized when we were playing or doing all of these reps in practice mode is players will run the routes at different speeds on different plays. So sometimes Luther Burden will run this post a little bit quicker on one rep, but then the next rep he's going to run it a little slower, and then he may run it a little quicker. So you'll see a little bit of nuance when it comes to the placement. Again, if you see the safety here on the left, he's in a little bit better position than this guy. But in general, these 3 defenders are in pretty much the exact same positions. And like I said, on this specific rep, the 0 play rec safety is actually the guy who's in better position. If we go a little bit further to when this player is getting to the middle of the C, you can see that once again, if we focus on these 3 defenders, they are essentially in the exact same position. So on this rep for these defenders, and again, defending this specific post over the middle, you can see that play rec has nothing to do with how well they match or the position that they're in for that play. Now, if we go a little bit further, what you're going to see is we are actually going to break down each individual player on the field. Okay, so first we're going to look at this left of screen receiver. He is on an out route, okay, so about a 10-yard out route, and we're gonna go right to when the DB is starting to break. And you can see that whether we are in 0 play rec or 99 play rec, he's breaking right at that 50-yard marker, and he's gonna be essentially in the same position regardless of what that play recognition rating is. So if we back up a little bit, again, as soon as he's starting to break, you can see that again, on the left, he's starting to break. Our corner's starting to drop his hips and starting to break on the route. Same thing over here, receiver starting to break. The corner you'll see on the next frame is going to be breaking down. Again, both at that 50-yard line. Again, whether it's 0 play rec on the left, 99 play rec on the right, it does not really matter on this play either. You can see, or this specific route, I'm sorry. You can see that the DB is going to be in essentially the same exact position to defend this out route to the left side of the screen. Now, if we keep going a little bit, we're going to look at the running back route. The player that's going to be defending the running back is going to be this linebacker right here. Okay, so if we look at the linebacker right as he is getting to the 40-yard line, if we look at the running back here, you're going to see again the linebacker is essentially in the exact same position. His right hand is right on the right side of that 0 on the 40-yard marker. Again, he is pretty much in the same position. There is no difference at all. Same running stance, everything. Again, 0 play rec on the left, 99 play rec on the right. Now, if we go a little bit further, we're going to get to the tight end here. Okay, so what's going to happen here with the tight end is he's not going to get covered right off the bat because this player is going to zone chuck the post that we looked at in the overhead view, and then he's going to match down to the tight end later. But we'll see right when the tight end is getting to the 40-yard marker, you can see that this defender right here, who is responsible for matching this, is in the same position, right? Nothing is different for this player. And if we keep going a little bit further, again, when this player is getting to the middle of the 40, they are the same distance apart from the tight end. And if we let it go further, you're going to see, once again, there is no difference between the 0 play rec on the left and the 99 play rec on the right. And there's one final route. Or we can look at the actual post here as well from his perspective. Again, we looked at this in the overhead view. But if you see here, again, we talked about how the safety, when he's getting to the C, the safety with the 0 play rec's actually in a little bit better position than the safety in the 99 play rec here to the right side. But again, not saying that play rec has anything to do with that, again, because if that was the case, we would be trying to say that 0 play rec is better. Obviously, that's not the case. We're just going to show that it does not matter what their rating is. And that's why we were so drastic in making 1-0 and 199 to show you can have the very worst play rec on the entire field, or you can have the very best. It's not going to make you match any better. Again, if we look at these 3 defenders right here, they are essentially doing the same exact thing on this post route. And then the last route we have on this play is going to be the out route to the right of screen receiver. And you're going to see when he goes to break, we are going to have this DB is going to get pushed back a little bit further on both sides. So again, if we look, he's going to start breaking at the same point right around that 48.5, 49-yard marker. Again, so 0 play rec on the left, 99 on the right. It does not change how that DB is playing. Obviously, this receiver is getting open on this route, but it does not matter based off the play rec, right? He's open on both sides. We're going to be able to make this throw to both players. It does not matter what that play rec of that DB is here. So again, this is just the first rep. We have a couple more reps to show you just to look at how other defensive players are going to react to different route combinations that they may see on the field when in match coverage. Here's our second play, and again, we're going to look at the overhead view first. We're going to look at a few different defenders on the field at certain points throughout this, and then we will break down individual routes on this play as well. So if we first start off this play, I'm going to pause it when the left of screen player is getting to the left side of this C. Okay, so if we go back a little bit here, you're going to see that as soon as he's getting to the left side of the C, we want to look at a few defenders. Okay, so we're going to look at these 2 defenders on this dig route in the exact same position on both the left side and the right side. We're going to look at this player here, exact same position. This player here, exact same position on both sides. And then we're going to look at the safety here on the tight end, again, in the same position covering that tight end. You can see the streak route here. Obviously, there's not much for the DB to do on a streak or a fade route, but you can see he's in the exact same position as well. So again, on this route, we have a short little hitch. We have the dig. We have the corner. This is sail. And you can see, again, these players, whether they have 0 play rec or whether they have 99 play rec, they are not going to be in any different position when it comes to matching on these routes. It is not playing a factor in how well they convert to match when they decide to match. And you're going to see that here when we actually break down the individual routes on this play. So if we first look at this left of screen receiver, again, he's running that dig. Okay, so what I want you to do here is when we get to the left side of the 50-yard line, look at this player right here. This safety to the inside. This is the left of screen safety. He's on the inside quarter. You can see that both with 0 play rec and with 99 play rec, he is sitting and waiting in the exact same position. And our corner to the outside is starting to break on this route at the exact same time. So again, 0 play rec, he's starting to break, he's waiting. 99 play rec, he's starting to break, he's waiting. Nothing has changed here, regardless of the rating of this play rec. Now, if we let this go a little bit further, when he gets to the left side of the C, you can see once again, these players are in the same position. There is nothing different between where these guys are at when it comes to defending this dig route to the left side of the screen. Now, if we go to the next route, we're going to look at this running back route. Okay, so this running back route here is going to be defended by this linebacker right here. All right, so if we look at this, you're going to see as he's getting to the 40-yard line on the left, you can see where this player is at here. And again, you can see this player is in a very similar position here. Obviously, the videos are a little different with the stride of the running back. Like I said, sometimes these guys will run the route a little bit quicker on one rep, so it's hard to get the route exactly at the same position in this video, but you can see that the defender is not playing any worse on the left here with the 0 play rec. And if we let this keep going, you can see once again, they have the same distance between the defensive player and the running back here on this quick little flat route to the sideline. Now, the next route we're going to look at here is going to be the tight end on the corner. Okay, so the tight end on the corner, we're going to look at a few different things. When he's crossing the 50-yard line here, you can see that this player is going to be in the same position, right? This safety who is matching onto him. There is pretty much no difference in where he's at. Again, it could be left foot's a little further to the left, but obviously nothing noticeable to tell you that play rec has anything to do with what's happening on this play. Again, you can see that this player is a little bit further back in his route. This player is already planted on that right foot, running towards the sideline. This guy is getting ready to do that. But if we let this play roll, you're going to see, again, these guys are in the same position when they are defending this corner route here to the tight end. And then lastly, on this play, we're going to look at the fade route. Again, there's not much to look at with this fade route or this streak from 15, but you're going to see the outside corner here is going to be the player that's responsible for him. And you'll see that once they get to the 40-yard line here, let's back that up a little bit. Once they get to the 40-yard line or just past the 40, 35, you're going to see that these players are stride for stride with each other. Again, 14 is not playing any worse, whether he has 0 play rec or whether he has 99 play rec. And again, we have one more example just to further show that this play rec attribute that these players have really is not affecting anything when it comes to how well they're matching in match coverage. On our last rep here, we're really going to focus on 2 of the receivers for this play. Our 2 outside receivers are really just on fade routes, so their corners are just going to turn and run vertically with them. But who we're going to focus on is going to be this inside receiver here, number 10. He's going to be running a deep crossing route, and then the receiver next to him, who you can't see on screen right now, is going to be running a corner route, and we're going to look at him as well. But the reason why we really wanted to look at this deep crossing route from a trips look is when we're facing a quarter style defense, the backside safety is who is responsible for this deep crossing route to number 10. Okay, so again, this inside receiver who's running the deep crossing route, this backside safety, we wanted to see how well he would match with 0 play rec versus 99 play rec here to the right. So if we let this roll a little bit and we pause it right as that receiver is getting to the middle of that C, you're going to see the safeties are in the same position, right? They're just at the end of that C. They're looking to break to the left side to cover this crossing route. So again, whether it's 0 play rec, whether it's 99 play rec, these guys are not matching any differently. They are going to match at the same exact time on the field as a receiver is getting to a certain depth. If we let it roll a little bit further, you're going to see as he is passing the C, you're going to see both these safeties are in the same positions, right? The safeties are not in any worse position, whether they have 0 play rec, whether they have 99 play rec, again, based off these same routes that are being run. Now, if we go a little bit further, we're going to actually have this route zoomed in and you're going to see it a little bit clearer as he's getting to the middle of the C. Once again, safety right here, good position, safety right here, good position. No difference based off the play rec rating between the 2 players. If we go a little bit further, as this player's right foot is posted to the outside of that C, you're going to see the safety is in the same exact position on the left and the right. So once again, this deep crossing route, the player is not going to change at all when it comes to matching this, whether he has 0 play rec or whether he has 99 play rec. Now, the last route we're going to look at here is going to be number 14 on a corner route. We're actually going to see this player zone chuck him, and that will actually change matching more than you'll ever see a play rec change matching. Again, I'm hoping at this point in the video you guys are noticing that play rec does not change a thing when it comes to when a player is going to match onto a specific route. It's really just based off of the speed that the route gets to a certain depth and the depth that that route is getting to when that player is deciding to match. What you'll see here is the left side. Here we're going to get this zone chuck. We're going to get the zone chuck to the right as well. At this point, these receivers are at the same position, pretty much. Their right foot's about to step down right next to that 4. But you're going to see that because of the zone chuck, it actually is going to change the routes a little bit. You can see that this receiver is now a little bit ahead of this receiver. And again, the only reason that is this DB on this specific rep got a little bit cleaner of a zone chuck on the receiver. But you're going to see the player that's responsible for matching this player is this safety. And once again, this safety is starting to break down towards the corner, as is this safety to the right side of the screen. If we let it go a little bit further, you're going to see once again, there is no difference between 0 play rec and 99 play rec when it comes to when a player is matching to these routes. You can see that obviously these guys are in the same position. when it comes to how far away from that DB they are, when they're breaking on the route, and all of that. The only difference on this specific rep, again, this guy got jammed a little bit cleaner by the DB early on in the play, so he's not quite as deep on his route. But you can see that the player who's actually defending him and who actually matched to him is in the exact same position, the exact same depth away from this receiver. Again, appreciate you guys taking the time to watch us break this down and really recognize, is there any difference between play rec, whether it's 0 or 99 when it comes to match coverage? Again, hopefully after watching this video, you guys understand we don't just say things to say things. We really do thoroughly test everything that we put out. Again, everything that we have looked at and everything that we have tested shows that play rec has no determination whatsoever when it comes to how well your defense is going to match to specific routes on the field. And if you guys are looking to get even better at Madden, make sure to join our free Discord by going to HuddleGG/Discord.